Hello, everyone, and welcome back to MTU Esports. Today, our MTU Huskies will be going up against Malone University in the Playfly Premier League. My name is Ben,
And I'm Shupra or Shoop from the Valorant team if you keep up with MTU Esports.
and before we get too far into the Smash Ultimate Gaming, we are going to dive into the schedule. So, upcoming tomorrow on Saturday, our Smash Ultimate team will be going up against Mankato in the Mankato League.
And on Monday, our league team will be versing Marquette University.
And then on Tuesday, our Rocket League team will be going up against the Rochester Institute of Technology.
And on Wednesday, our Overwatch 2 team will be versing University of Cincinnati.
And then on Thursday, our Valorant team will be going up against the University of Toledo, Missis- Mississa- Mississauga? Mississauga?
I think that's what I tried searching it up because I wanted to see how it pronounced, and that's what I saw.
And
So,
you're on the Valorant team. How are you feeling about that?
well, I checked out how they played. They have a really aggressive style on the past matches, so I'm excited. We've been practicing against quite a few of those teams, and I'm excited to see how we do.
Yeah, so am I. Yeah, you all had a very close game yesterday.
Yeah.
Went all the way to map 3,
hmm
nearly overtime.
Yeah. It was the first two maps we were pretty hype, and I think it's just we need to make sure we stay together and keep our energy up on those last maps. It's quite draining doing 3 games in a row, so
Yeah, I could see that. I
hmm
mean, I know us in the stream room, like by game 3, it's like, okay, yep, we're still going.
yeah.
Let's go MTU. Keeping up the
Yeah,
energy,
just keep on
just
trucking, keep on trucking.
keep on trucking. But that was Valorant yesterday. Today
Yep.
is Smash Ultimate. And would you be willing to go through the MTU players with us?
Of course. So first we have Captain Caleb Clavuel. We have Joey or Mascu. We have Jake, who is Curb Cake. Chris or Bird. Andrew Insomniac. Luke Frog. Oakley Boy. Ethan Big Bumbling Bozo or Triple B.
And of course, no great team is without excellent opponents. Our opponents for tonight will be Caleb, Cable the Larry guy. We got Dylan, Double Mode. We got Bria, Star Jams, and Micah McFlurphy. It's kind of a fun name. I
Yeah,
don't know.
McFlurphy. It sounds like McDonald's, like the McDonald's McFlurry.
But yeah, from the details I was able to get from the Smash Ultimate team, it does appear that Double Mode is a Luigi player,
Oh,
which
see, the few times I played Luigi, I played very little Smash, but I always enjoy doing playing Luigi because it's just so chaotic playing with him.
yeah, he is just a guy.
Yeah, he is just a simple guy, simple
He
plumber.
does have some fun things where he's got like a taunt that actually does damage,
Yeah.
and it can spike. That's kind of funny.
hmm
But he does notably have a 0 to death, and Michigan Tech has actually gone up against a Luigi main somewhat recently, and he kind of ran through our team a little bit. It was a bit unfortunate, but hopefully that game is preparing them for today. Hopefully
Yeah.
they don't get caught by that 0 to death from Luigi too much.
Yeah, all those losses we gain, that's just experience for us that we can grow and learn better to play against those type of players. So it's just a learning experience.
Yep. So for those of you who do not know the format for Smash Ultimate today, we will be doing it is 12 stocks versus 12 stocks. Basically, it's a series of 1v1s. Whoever goes up against, sorry, the first two players from each team will go up against each other. Whoever wins takes the remaining lives and will fight the next person on the other team. And we go until a side reaches 0 stocks.
Yeah, Smash is personally one of my favorite matches to watch all the time because it's so intense the entire game that you have to keep watching just to see if it gets like any switches because the tides can turn so quickly in this game.
I agree with that. I'd say that it definitely has, because it's like with League of Legends, it can stretch on a bit long. The beginning of the game, especially, is pretty slow as everyone's trying to like build up their lead, start snowballing into an advantage. But with Smash Ultimate, it's like everything's kind of on an even playing field from the get go, and so things just kind of happen right away. The games are also quick, like Rocket League,
hmm
but I feel like it doesn't run into the same readability issues that something like Overwatch might.
Yeah.
Where like in Overwatch, right, a lot of the times the teams will like build up their ultimates and then drop them all at the same time.
hmm
Just kind of ultimate spam each other and try and win that fight. And that can be really hard to cast
Yeah.
or understand what's watching unless if you play quite a bit of Overwatch. But I don't feel like you really encounter that much in Smash Ultimate. So I feel
hmm
like that's really a win in its favor, you might say.
Yeah. This game is definitely one of the more interesting games to cast.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. We are going to be getting a probably a double blind here soon, and then some map picks. It does look like we are going small battlefield to start.
Ooh.
So there are two maps, small battlefield and apologize, I'm blanking. PS2, Pokemon
Mhm.
Stadium 2, and those maps are notorious for being like fairly neutral. No one really hates them. No one really loves them. They're just kind of like they're very neutral stages, so you end up seeing them a lot in here.
Yeah, I've played whenever I played, I personally like love those type of neutral battlefields because it gets it even more even and you have to just fight. Like it's just you have to use your skill and not just anything for your advantage.
Yeah, although to be fair, you will often see our players trying to, like you'll maybe see like our Terry player go Final Destination because he'll sometimes try and avoid those platforms.
Hmm.
Kazuya definitely also likes to avoid those platforms. But we do see our first two characters for this first match. So we have Joker from the side of MTU and Link from the side of Malone. Now, Joker is of course played by our one and own Andrew Insomniac, and we haven't seen him much on the sticks recently this season. So I'm kind of excited to see what he pulls out.
Me too. I haven't seen like much Joker before because whenever I played, I would always just play those little characters that are small. So
You're a fan of the small
yeah.
ones. Yeah, I gotta say, so for Joker, the main thing he has is Arsene, of course, where he like builds up a meter during the fight, and then will enter like his final form, you might say, and then start like destroying everyone. So I'm kind of excited to see that from Joker. Link, of course, has his projectiles he likes to spam, but of course we
Oh.
are already down one stock each. Apologies. It does look like Joker is currently at 59%, but he does have that Arsene, like we were talking about, pressuring the Link on his shield, getting a nice couple hits in, getting that jab lock. Okay, just finishing up the jab, trying to stop the Link from being able to grab the ledge. Apologies, you see that forward air coming out from Link. He's going to be dropping that bomb, but Insomniac is able to dodge it and make it back on a stage, so we are back in neutral. Of course, Link really likes his neutral because he has all those projectiles he can spam. But Joker does have one projectile, well, two projectiles. He does have his gun, his neutral B, and then he also has his side B where he does like a snap, and it's like fire. You can see it
Oh,
right
that one
there.
right there yet.
Yep. Link, of course, does have his bomb shenanigans he can do, and it's not just useful because it can blow up. It also counts as an item where he can like throw it into people and like extend combos that way.
Yeah, I've been seeing that quite a bit already from the enemy player.
Yeah, down there isn't a move you often see from Link at this level because like it's kind of slow. It's not the greatest, honestly. I unfortunately use it because I'm not the greatest either. But so, no, can't really blame him. But that is going to be a stock going down on the side of Malone University. Joker is going to be thrown off the stage. Is he able to make it back, or is Link able to get this edge guard? He's able to make it back fairly easily. No big issues. So good from Andrew Insomniac there. We just see a couple more bomb shenanigans going on. Of course, when Link is holding the bomb, he cannot blow it up, nor can he blow it up when Joker is holding the bomb, because he can actually also grab it. So that does kind of lessen the threat from it when Link is holding it, but of course, he can throw it, and it does do a little bit of damage when it hits.
Yeah.
We do see Joker. He does have that Arsene meter about half full, so he is probably looking for that dude. So we do see that Link down air coming out, and Joker does get hit by it. Joker doesn't have Arsene now, which means that his kill potential has increased significantly. If he's able to get a couple damaging moves off on this Link, he may even be able to kill now if it's like next to stage, because like he could definitely kill here with like a good back air, I'd say, on a 73% Link. Although Link is fairly heavy, so I wouldn't quote me on that, but you know. It does look like Joker's in a bit of an edge guard scenario here. If he is able to make it back with his up B, his recovery is fairly good, all things considered. He's much better than someone like Little Mac. Or I'd say Joker has a better recovery than Link. Link does have like his spinning spiral up
Spiral, yeah.
flat. Yeah.
Like
Uh,
the grappling hook Joker does, right?
yes, Joker has a grappling hook-like thing. I'm not actually sure exactly what it is because I didn't play Persona, but yeah, it is a grappling hook type thing. It attaches to a ledge and then he can choose to pull himself back up whenever he wishes. So you can kind of use that to like dodge around your opponent's edge guard and yeah, try and like, weave your way back onto stage. Because when you are off stage, you often end up in that edge guard scenario.
Lovely hit.
And right there, we see Joker taking the kill on Link, and that is going to put MTU at 10 stocks to Malone University's 9. So that is a fantastic. It does appear we had a connection error. I'm not sure if that will affect the match at all, but that is where we are at currently. So MTU 10-9, presumably, assuming we don't
Hopefully.
find out later that
Fingers crossed.
it wasn't working out. Would I say this is expected? Yes. I would say that Joker, at least earlier on in Smash Ultimate's existence, he is definitely one of the stronger characters in this game. Link is a bit slow. He's not a top tier like Joker, and yeah, Joker was able to squeeze out that kill by getting that edge guard against Link.
Yeah. Where would you rank Joker among the like where among the upper tier? Like who would you place among him?
Ooh, I wouldn't say who would I place among him. I mean, you definitely have like the top tiers of Smash Ultimate. Like Pikachu is still up there in my opinion. Joker is definitely up there. Um, I'd say Pyra also kind of exists in that area. Um, Kazuya is pretty strong. I'm not sure I'd say he's like top tier, although he may be. There are better Smash players out there who know the game better. I'd say that he does have an extremely powerful advantage state, where like if he's able to hit you with something, suddenly you're at 70%. Like, what happened?
We do have one of our players that play Kazuya, correct?
We do have one of our players that plays Kazuya, Masku, and I have seen some incredible things on the Kazuya from him, where he'll get to like 180%. The attacks he's taking are knocking him back, but they're not knocking him off the map, off the stage, and he is just tanking through it. You know, getting on his first stock, not even lost yet. He's at 180%, three stocking the opponent just because they can't kill him. They didn't have the
Yeah.
kill pressure.
Yeah, whenever I would watch past VODs, I always love watching him play Kazuya.
Yeah, so Joey is a pretty fantastic Kazuya. So that is going to be the what did we just watch? Why am I blanking now?
Joker and
Joker versus Link. Apologies. Yes, we did just see the Link come out, so we can presume that Link is one of their players' mains. We do know that a Luigi exists, although we're not sure where. As far as we know, they have 4 players, as I mentioned earlier.
Yep.
And we know that Dylan is the Link, so I'm not sure. Maybe Caleb is the Link, or maybe it's Micah.
Yeah.
Bria Star Jams kind of gives me like Rosalina vibes.
Seeing Star Jams kind of gives that vibes. Yep.
But it'd also be kind of funny if they played someone like Bowser or something. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe King. No, not King K. Rool. Apologies. King DDD.
Yeah.
He's from like the Kirby universe. So maybe Star Jams plays King DDD. I would say King DDD is pretty high up there.
I've played a few games with him, and I always enjoy playing like as King DDD.
Yeah, he is. I would say he's probably one of the better heavies in the game. Which, I mean, if you look at, like top tier rankings for Smash Ultimate, you're going to find a lot of light characters up there. Just because, like, those are the characters that can generally avoid getting comboed as well. But, like, heavies kind of get caught in it a bit. So it's a bit unfortunate for them. But, I mean, hey. Yeah, no more balance changes for Smash Ultimate because of course, Nintendo has decided that they're not going to update it anymore. Why, Sakurai?
Yeah, this game is definitely one of the games I've enjoyed the most, especially in the Smash series, because of like the wide selection of people you can choose.
Yeah, everyone is here.
Yeah.
Including Minecraft Steve, who, hey, that's a top tier I forgot to mention.
That I know that for a fact. My limited knowledge does know that Steve is crazy.
Yeah, he's got these blocks he can place. He can like wall off and just farm resources. And a lot of characters, they just struggle to get on that because it's so fundamentally different from everything else in the game. Where
Mhm.
it's like, what is Kirby going to do? Okay, Kirby breaks the block, but then Minecraft Steve minecarts Kirby. Like, so you get punished for going in, but if you try and stall him out, he's digging up diamonds.
Yeah.
And once he gets those diamonds, he's doing some crazy damage.
Yeah, whenever I see like I always whenever I would like scroll through my phone and I was in like gaming like a gaming section, I would see a Smash like player and I would see Steve. They always hit the nastiest clips on other people, even though it's just like it doesn't seem like they're trying at all.
Yeah, I do know that Minecraft Steve has a certain complicated tech with him where you can
Mhm.
like just get rid of knockback. You can just ignore knockback, which is very strong. I'm pretty sure using that is banned in most tournaments, or else
Mhm.
Minecraft Steve would be banned. Because you can just avoid death.
True.
And they aren't going to fix it anymore. But hey, we do see that Joker is going to be going in against Snake.
Oh, I love playing with Snake, especially when I used to play on Brawl. Oh, Snake was my favorite.
Yeah, Snake is definitely an interesting character in this game. I'm a big fan of him. I mean,
Hmm.
not he has a lot of projectiles. His grenades are very annoying, but just like the idea of Snake being in the game,
Hmm.
it just yeah, I find that fun. But it does look like our Insomniac is going to continue having a bad time because wow, that is another projectile spamming character he's up
Yeah.
against. Snake, of course, does have his grenades. He's got his Nikita rocket launcher. He's got his up smash mortar.
Yeah, I love just spamming those, especially like the rockets or the rocket launcher. That's always just fun to use.
You know, he's got that beep beep crash. Of course, most snakes I see use it for like zoning more so, like the threat of the ability rather than actually trying to hit it. But we do see that we are getting right into this. Joker, of course, wants to take at least one stock. Okay, that would be huge. Just like go even in stocks, take one, lose one. It would be big for the program though if Joker was able to take two stocks or even three.
Yeah.
And you know we don't want to discount Insomniac here. Arsene is a pretty powerful force. So if he's able to stall out long enough for a second Arsene, then we may be in for a treat. But we do see that Snake is having quite a bit of trouble getting in on Joker here. I was kind of expecting it to be the other way, but yeah, Joker's side Bs are really messing with the Snake. This Snake is just kind of running away, just on the run, doesn't want to try and fight Joker head on, which
Makes sense. Like, with being Snake, you can't.
but I mean, if you're just giving Joker all this free damage,
Yeah.
taking that at least one stock is looking more and more likely. And Joker's only at nearly 16%, so you know we are going to see a back air likely coming up from Joker here to try to get that kill. Nope, another jab to send him off stage. You do see Snake, of course, using his recovery again. There's the grab. Is that going to? No, that's not going to kill. That forward air is going to do the job, though. That may have been because of bad DI. I'm not entirely sure, but that looks rough. So we do see Joker is now at 23%, 24%, apologies, 29%. While this Snake is at 0%. There's that up smash we talked about and the side B.
Now he has art.
But yeah, Insomniac just masterfully weaving past these Snake projectiles. It's really quite interesting to watch. That down B where he does like a reflect is going to be punished. Those are always kind of difficult to go for, just because like if someone does get the read on you with that, you know, when he's at like 72% now. So if he takes too many more risky plays, it could start going quite poorly for Joker. But for the time being, Andrew is staying on point, not letting this Snake get too much against him. He is going to use his down B to gain quite a bit of Arsene off of that side B from Snake. And that up air is not going to kill, but it is looking very close. That forward air is going to kill though. Absolutely beautiful. Big for the program, as the Smash team would like to say. Now it's really just like, can he get stock number 3? He is at 132%, and Snake is pretty infamous at I believe it's around 160%. If he can grab you, he can do a down throw, which like puts you on the ground, and then you can do an up tilt, which like sends you up into the sky and you just die. So he's getting pretty close to where grab could be a very easy kill confirm for Snake. But not there quite yet. And we still have yet to see if Snake's able to land this grab on the go. We do see Snake going for that grab, which, yeah, he's likely trying to go for the combo I mentioned. That was a dirty little side B where he sent it up into the air and then dropped control of it so it'd fall and Joker delayed. But probably trying to avoid Joker's down B, giving him any more Arsene. Joker is at 152%, which means he has a lot of rage, and that is going to send Snake flying, although not with the kill. It is going to be a back throw, but it is not enough. Snake taking himself up very close to the platform, and that back air from Snake is going to get the kill onto Andrew. Wow. I was not expecting that.
I mean, Insomniac played that wonderfully. He had one stock left, and he was just weaving past all of the grenades, rocket launchers. I don't know how we got past like 2 stocks down. That was wonderfully played by him.
Absolutely massive for the program. That is going to be Insomniac taking 2 stocks off of their next player. We are only down 1 player, so now we're going to be seeing who we send in next against Malone University.
Yep.
Now, if I had to guess, I'd say that their Luigi is probably holding off to be an anchor, to be the last player.
That makes sense, yeah.
Because it's a lot easier to put your best player last, where you have them like just like finish it out, as opposed to like them, you know, going on like a 6 stock run, but then you leave it up to your last player who may not be your strongest, and it's rough on them to try and finish out the game. It's a lot easier.
Yeah, even though this game is not really as like teamwork connected as other games we have in MTU Esports, this still requires a lot of like communication on how you want to like set up the game.
Yeah, because it's like the mental of it, where it's like, oh, I need to take 6 more stocks off of this other team. We are going to not be seeing the Joker. Apologize. I will update that in a moment. But it does look like it's going to be Terry. Yes, Terry Bogard versus Snake. So that does mean that we are sending in Ethan or BBB. Now,
love the name.
I play quite a bit of Terry. I'm not gonna lie. He is one of the characters I play quite a bit. I like to abuse his auto turnaround, where like it's like whatever direction the opponent is from him, that's the way he gets to face.
He has the chain, right? Is he the one with the chain?
That would be Richter and Simon. He is not with the chain. He is from the fighting series Fatal Fury, I want to say. And the reason why he has auto turnaround is because because most of the time I'm saying side B, because it's like you input a side direction and then press the B button, and it'll do it in that direction. But Terry actually has a forward B and a back B. So his forward B is like a fire punch, but his back B is crack shoot, where it's like a flipping kick.
I have seen the fire punch quite a bit before.
Yeah, and Ethan is a notorious abuser of crack shoot. He loves that move, especially for gap clearing. So we're likely going to see that crack shoot, that forward flip where he does a kick, quite a bit for him to gain ground and try and get into the Snake's range. So we do see that we're going to be on Kalos Pokemon Stadium. That should be chosen by MTU, I believe, after Malone got to ban 3 stages. Kalos is a big flat area. It's got 2 platforms off on the side. I'm not quite sure why Terry went for it. I'm assuming that we probably had something like a Final Destination ban is probably where we'd want to take him.
Yeah.
But Terry does like having those platforms out of the way. And definitely doesn't want like a 3-platform map like Battlefield.
Yeah, because it makes it much easier to save yourself.
Yeah, he likes doing like those grounded combos, I'd say. Although Terry does have Terry's gimmicks, right? Because he has multiple. He's got auto turnaround. He has his ability to cancel his like basic attacks like jab into special, so he can do like up air, up B for quite a bit of damage and quite a bit of kill potential. We've seen Ethan get quite a few kills off of that. And then when he reaches 100%, he will reach his go mode, where he gets access to some very powerful attacks. We do see Snake getting themselves back down to 1 stock where they should be, and then we will be getting into the action afterwards. They are going to taunt to show that they are both ready, and Terry is already leading this off, throwing out his neutral bees, trying to get some chip damage onto this snake. Snake's grenades do blow up when in contact with fire, and it does appear that Terry's grenades count as fire, so those are kind of setting them off quite a bit, it seems. Yeah, Terry is at 75%. He's struggling a bit to get on Snake, which is about what I would expect. But once he does get on this Snake, I think it'll start to go very poorly for Malone University. But we've yet to see how that works. You see that jab power dunk coming out. One of his classic Terry combos does 23% just off of landing a jab. And it doesn't have a lot of kill potential, but it does do quite a bit of damage, which is why Terry really does like to abuse that. We just see that neutral air coming out. Terry. And that is going to be the forward smash killing. Doesn't even need to reach go, and still at 3 stocks. So absolutely huge for the program. That is going to be 9 stocks for MTU versus 6 stocks for Malone.
Yeah, that gives us a way bigger advantage for us.
Yep, and we do have yet to see who they are going to throw out next. So I see the link, I see the snake, I'm seeing a lot of projectiles.
That's what I'm seeing.
But then you also have that Luigi in the back, who's like a very combo-heavy character. So it's like I could honestly see them throwing out either kind, like a more combo-heavy character, or maybe a more projectile spammy character. We will find out in just a moment here. It does appear that it's going to be Piranha Plant, which is definitely interesting. I'd probably rate him at like mid-ish tier, a little bit on the higher end probably. I wouldn't call him a top tier, but I'd say he's a fairly solid pick overall. He does have a lot of problems where when he'll go for some of his abilities, they'll extend his hitbox very far.
Oh, wow.
And that can kind of be abused by his enemies. But just overall, kind of a solid character, almost like I'd almost compare it to maybe a heavier version of Kirby, where it's like not really any real combos, but just like a lot of good abilities that can just kind of
just that danger of them being there kind of amplifies it.
But yeah, so I am excited to see this match because I like Piranha Plant. I don't play Piranha Plant. I've never been a Piranha Plant gamer, but I am a Terry player, and I would really like to see Terry beat up this Piranha Plant.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how Terry will go about trying to reach into the Piranha Plant's area and to get close, because Terry's definitely a close fighter. So.
And it does appear that we will be going on to Smashville, I believe. And that map should be chosen by the side of Malone University after MTU banned 3 stages.
Yeah.
So Smashville does have that one platform in the center, much like Hollow Bastion, although I believe there are slight differences in like the blast zones, and that's why both are like in the competitive format. I'm pretty sure Smashville has a smaller top blast zone, but it appears that we are getting straight into this. We just did Piranha Plant is already at 91%. That is already a Piranha Plant dead. Terry sitting at a comfortable 22%. A very powerful showing from Ethan. Already landing, I believe that was a neutral air into forward B. A neat little combo because he can string those A attacks into his B attacks. We just had a grab coming up from Piranha Plant. It's going to throw him off stage. That Patui is not going to hit him, but he is going to be caught by that up smash while trying to dodge over Piranha Plant's poison. Terry is sitting at a 61%. That is going to be another back throw. Piranha Plant really just wants to get Terry off stage and then try and keep him there with some edge guarding. It's not working out too well so far, but Terry is getting up there in percentage, and Piranha Plant does have some kill options, especially his Patui, that projectile, that spiked ball that he shoots out of his mouth and kind of swings toward his opponent. And that is going to be a kill onto Ethan. I didn't see exactly what move it was. Piranha Plant was kind of hiding in his smoke cloud, so couldn't really cast that, but
wasn't able to use the go either.
Yeah, Terry was not able to get a go attack, but it does not matter because Terry is going to hit that forward B. and secure the next stock on Piranha Plant. So that is going to put us at 8-4, I believe, once that is updated. But yeah, we do see that we do see Piranha Plant land that forward throw. Fatui is going to miss, and it does appear that yeah, so
Piranha Plant is trying to get something going here. Struggling to get the Chewy to hit. Only hit a couple so far. Like
yep,
that
and
one
that
right
is
there.
going to be another
Wow.
kill. Finishing off Terry before he's able to get the go attacks off the Buster Bolt and the Power Geyser. That is going to be a jab power dunk onto Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant looking very low. Terry is going to be looking for that kill here. That forward smash is not going to land. He's going to go for the forward tilt. That's also not going to land. Terry is going to land that forward tilt, but is not enough to kill. He's trying to find a way to kill Piranha Plant on the edge here. And there we are. We do see the down tilt into forward B is going to get the kill onto Piranha Plant. We are going to go into a brief intermission here for just a moment, but we will be back briefly. Plant, we should very quickly be seeing a Luigi here, I'm hoping.
There we go. Yep.
It'd be very surprising if we didn't. It does appear that we're going to be seeing the Luigi. So, pretty much expected. Luigi being that very combo-heavy character, he does have that nasty little grab he can go for. And there we are up there. So, Terry, I believe, on his last stock,
Has been able to get 6 though.
Luigi has his 3 stocks left. So MTU has 3 players to go through this Luigi's 3 stocks. I'm feeling pretty good about it. We are going to see small battlefield here again, one of those very neutral maps. It's very surprising to me that we haven't gone Pokemon Stadium 2 yet, but I guess both of our players definitely prefer small battlefield, it seems. So we are going to be hopping into it here. We are going to see 2 SDs from Terry to even up those stocks and see Luigi doing a little bit of having fun, just button checking, making sure everything's working correctly, trying to get ready for those 0 to death combos he's going to try and land on this Terry. It does appear that Luigi started below the platform. Not sure if that's a problem. It seems like they're going fine. Terry is getting kind of held out by those projectiles. You see that plunger coming out? That is going to be Luigi's grab, which is how he starts up his 0 to death. It does appear that he messed up the 0 to death though, so Terry is sitting at a 90%. Is going to hit the hitbox on that up B with his recovery and make it back to stage. Luigi does have a very good kill option of his up B, which, if you can hit the sweet spot of it, does quite a bit of knockback, and it could definitely send Terry flying. Terry is at 125%. You can see that he has Go currently. We're probably going to see a Power Geyser like that move right there coming out. I don't see the Buster Wolf at this moment. I'm definitely feeling more Power Geyser in this moment, but maybe Ethan will pull it out for us, and we'll be able to see the Buster Wolf. We just see another Power Geyser, unfortunately going in the wrong direction. And that is going to be, those plungers keep falling, and that is going to make it difficult for you to get back on stage. And of course, that down B from Luigi is going to be enough to finish off Terry. So unfortunate that he wasn't able to pick up a stock. That definitely would have been great for MTU, but also we have 2 players left.
Yeah, that 0 to death does look ruthless though from that Luigi.
Yeah, unfortunately he wasn't able to hit it, so he had to do a little bit of freestyling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's got 6 stocks left to play with, so if he can land 6 0 to deaths in a row, Rob, yep, Yes. Okay. So Rob is going to be Caleb Clavule, our
Mhm.
captain. Yes, we don't have a Robin here. Thankfully, I hate that character. But no, I don't. I don't actually hate Robin. Robin's fine. I think Robin is a good addition to the Fire Emblem representation in this game. But we do have Rob here. So Rob is a robot, as you could probably tell, and he's also a pretty beefy robot. He's
Mhm.
fairly heavy. In fact, I was probably wrong in my earlier assessment that King DDD was probably the best heavy in the game. I'd say Rob is probably one of the best heavies in the game.
Oh, you would
Rob is
consider him.
definitely up there because he just has a lot of very solid moves
Mhm.
that he can just kind of throw out. He does have his gyro, which is his down B. It's like this projectile that he charges up and shoots out. And it's like it acts as a projectile when he throws it out, but then it quickly turns into an item, which items and projectiles act differently in this game where you can like pick up items and throw them out again.
Yeah, I do
Um,
know. I'm pretty sure his side B, I believe it is quite ruthless as well. With the
His side B can
because it,
definitely be a good way to end
yeah.
combos. It does have a way to reflect projectiles on it, although you don't often see that because it does leave him quite open at the end of it. There's quite a bit of end lag on that move.
Hmm.
So I'd be surprised if we saw that outside of like as a finisher to a combo off stage. But I would definitely like to see him use it, I gotta say.
We finally get to see Pokemon Stadium.
We do finally get to see Pokemon Stadium. Now, Rob does have a lot of ruthless options. He can
Oh.
bury his opponents. We did see the up throw there, not the down throw. But he can bury his opponents, and then as they're trying to get out, he can hit them with an up tilt or an up air. But Luigi is going to get a very brutal start to this game, already putting Rob down one stock. Now, Luigi is at 62%. Rob in this situation wants to get away from that 0% mark where Luigi is able to land that combo. We can see Luigi throwing out those grabs, trying to land it. Rob is going to be playing for these platforms, likely why he chose PS2, because he can kind of use those to try and dodge away from Luigi's grab. Rob is still sitting at 0%. Luigi is 110%. Rob does have quite a few solid kill options. I could definitely see him trying to go for a grab here. It does look like Luigi's trying to just get the 0 to death started off of just pure hits, and it does not appear it's going to work out. So Rob is going to be sitting at 69%, which in most cases it's like higher percent is worse. But here it's actually higher percent is kind of better. Like being in that mid range is exactly where Rob wants to be against this Luigi.
Yes.
We do see the lasers coming out from Rob. Rob does have quite a few projectiles, and he does have a absolutely incredible recovery where he can just kind of almost recover from anywhere on the stage. There are a couple maps where he can even go all the way underneath the stage and all the way around and get to the other ledge if one ledge is a bit too difficult. I don't believe he can do it on PS2. And also, it kind of leaves you a little bit out of options by the time you reach the other side. So if your opponent is ready for it, it can really backfire on you. But it is going to be the down B coming out from Luigi. Now, I do remember Caleb, or no, I believe it was Andrew, talking to me about the Rob versus Luigi matchup, where Luigi has his down B, that tornado attack you see. And it does have some iframes on it that really messes up with Rob's moves, because a lot of Rob's moves are kind of slow on the start. Or, sorry, no, they don't have much combo potential is what I'm trying to get at.
He
And
does very powerful moves though. So
he does have
still
powerful moves, but if he tries to string them together, Luigi can kind of break that combo with his down B. So that is one of the rough spots for the Rob versus Luigi matchup. But we do see that Rob is at 1 stock left, so that is going to be 4 stocks for MTU to the 2 stocks for Malone University. Malone sitting at 125%, so assuming Rob can make his way out of this 0 to death, which it does seem he is able to, that is going to put MTU in a great spot for securing that last stock, which sets up our last player quite well. If I had to assume, I'd probably say we're throwing out Masku next. We might throw out Leaf on the Diddy, but that is going to be an up B kill from Luigi, still at 2 stocks, putting this at 3 stocks for MTU versus 2 stocks for Malone.
still a big chance for the Luigi to bring this back for.
There is a very large chance for Luigi to bring this back. This is not a good position for MTU to be in. They've lost their quite dominant. I believe at one point they had like a 5 stock lead, and they're now down only up 1 stock.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Caleb was not able to secure that second stock on the Luigi.
Yep.
So now whoever they throw out next is going to have to go through Luigi's next 2 stocks with only their 3. I could see us throwing out Luke on the Diddy Kong. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the most likely person we'll throw out. We're not throwing out Luke on the Diddy Kong. We are throwing out the Kazuya, which is one of the first names I threw out there for who we might send out. Kazuya, of course, does have that gigantic amount of kill pressure, almost like any percent, just because his moves do so much damage.
Yeah.
So we're throwing out Joey on the Kazuya here. And Kazuya, like I was talking about earlier, Joey has this way where he's just able to sit at 180%, at those high percentages where Luigi is not able to zero death you and still take stocks and still make progress at that point and not lose his stock. So I could definitely see why we're throwing out Joey into this Luigi. And I am excited to see how that plays out for MTU. It is 3-2 currently. This is the first set, but if you join the stream late and you want to catch up and perhaps watch some older VODs of MTU Esports, you can like and subscribe on the YouTube channel at MTU Esports is where you can find it. And you will find a lot of past VODs and content that we've done. I know that the Overwatch and Valorant match recently were both extremely close games, beautiful games to watch. So if you want to go check those out, you can do that there.
Yeah, and also check out some of the past Smash matches because they just are so intense, like this one, that you can't keep your eyes off the match.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you're looking for some good Luigi games, there was a Smash game roughly 2 weeks ago that there was a pretty good Luigi there. So, hey. But speaking of good Luigis, we are going to be getting into this pretty soon. You can see Kazuya on the left there and Luigi on the right. They're both going to taunt to show they're ready. Kazuya already starting this off strong. 12%, that's exactly what we want to see. Kazuya kind of wants to get away from, I want to say around 20% is where the Luigi 0 to death drops off. And another aspect of Joey's Kazuya, because everyone's playing the same character, but sometimes you'll just end up with people who play the same character in completely different ways. It's like everyone's playstyle is unique. And Joey just has this way of saying to campers, no, I'm going to camp you. Because no one expects the Kazuya to camp. Right? He's the super combo heavy character, but he also has that amazing projectile, his neutral B, I believe, which is that laser beam he shoots out. And that just lets him camp you out very effectively. And then, it makes your opponents impatient to try to work their way in. And of course, when they're trying to work their way into Kazuya, Kazuya has some very powerful moves like Electric Wind God Fist, which sounds like a very big word. It has basically 0 knockback. And so you can basically use it to start a combo at any percent, which is one of Kazuya's greatest tools. It also has iframes, invincibility frames. So you'll often see Kazuya throwing out, he'll do a little forward dash with a little lightning effect on his fist, and that is the Electric Wind God Fist. It does look like Kazuya's got him on the ledge here, is not able to hit the Luigi and try and get a kill combo here. We do see the side B coming out, but that is not going to be enough to kill. And of course, if you try going for the same move over and over again, it does get stale.
There we go.
Meaning that it does less and less. But we do see that Joey is able to pick up that first stock on the Luigi. So absolutely beautiful. And he is going to be on his second stock, right around halfway to dead-ish. You never know with Joey. But oh my, absolutely brutal little combo here. Luigi got touched once and is now at 64.8%. That is kind of what you're looking at with Kazuya. You can see that Electric Wind God Fist coming out here. You can see a side V coming out. It is not going to be enough to kill the Luigi. You see at 94%. And Joey is still on his second stock. He does have that, I'm forgetting the name of it now. Kazuya does have that little fire effect around him. Means he gets a bigger hit until he takes too much damage and loses it or uses it. But it does appear that he lost it. I believe it's called Rage Drive. That sounds right.
It sounds right.
Yep.
Sounds like it matches what it looks like.
I'm going to say it, and I'm going to assume I'm correct until I'm told otherwise by the Smash players after the game. We do see Kazuya sitting at 170%, just
Yeah,
getting
just
hit
showcasing
at the
exactly what
ledge
he said.
and not dying. Unfortunately, that up smash from Luigi is going to be enough to end it off. You did see Joey kind of like take a moment there and just just breathe, and then now he's going back in. Luigi is at 118%. Kazuya has so many kill options. So long as he's able to just not die, which I mean, like, okay, yeah, just don't die. Like, what great advice. He should be able to finish. Hopefully, I'm not cast a cursing that. And we
There
do
we
see the
go.
Electric Wind Godfist
Wow.
into his up B, and that is going to be a kill. So we are going to go into a brief intermission before we head into. And welcome back. So Michigan Tech did end up taking that first set against Malone University. Lost a bit more to the Luigi than they may have been expecting.
I believe it was 4-1 or 4. What was that? It's like 6-3, I think?
Luigi took, what was that?
Oh yeah,
I want to say like 5 stocks or so.
yeah, because it was 6-3, and then
It was 7-3
oh,
actually.
7-3, yeah.
Yeah, it was 7-3, and our Luigi, their Luigi was kind of running through us.
Yeah,
A bit of a, but we did end up taking it.
yeah. Our Kazuya managed to clutch it.
Yep, it took 6 stocks out of our 7 to do it, but we did end up doing it. So, what does that mean for MTU? It means that MTU needs to get through these starting players as quickly as possible and get to that Luigi.
Yep.
Because we need just pure stocks in general. Unfortunately, our players keep making little mistakes and they end up like just dying to Luigi, and it's like we need the buffer against Luigi to be able to sustain that kind of gameplay.
Yeah, one thing I noticed is whenever Luigi has someone on the ledge, they're able to just hold it with him with the plunger. He's able to just hold it down.
Yeah, Luigi is one of the characters in this game with a projectile grab, his plunger. And what that means is that he doesn't necessarily need to grab with it. He can just kind of like throw it out, and then it acts as it's a projectile if he tries and grabs in the air.
Yeah.
It's a projectile if it like doesn't hit and it just falls off stage, as you all may have been seeing. But that is what has been going on there.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this next match because it's gonna look. I feel like it might be just as intense, and the matches will look. Hopefully they adapted correctly to that Luigi. That's what we always want to see for our MTU.
Yeah. So that is going to be 12 stocks to 12 stocks. I'm not sure who we are throwing out first. I did not see a double blind, or the double blind already happened and we missed it. So I guess we will probably find out in the moment. But we are going to go into a brief intermission here we are not going into a brief intermission, apologies. We are probably, there we are. So we are going to be getting the game soon. You do see that it is a Terry, and we're going to be playing on small battlefield. The Terry versus the Snake. We are apparently not going to be leading Caleb on, no, sorry, not Caleb, Andrew on the Joker, which is a bit strange. I feel like Andrew did pretty well into...
Yeah, he did. He managed to get the 3 stocks down first.
Snake, but maybe, because Terry was our answer to Snake last time. So maybe we're just trying to like get that right away. Because I'm pretty sure Terry did pretty well in this one, I want to say.
Much more aggressive this time from
Yeah,
Terry.
we do see a lot more aggression. Yeah, Terry was definitely able to run his way through the Snake, so maybe MTU predicted the Snake pick again and decided to throw in Terry this time. So it could be a pretty ingenious play on their part, you might say.
Yeah.
So, in general, we do see Snake again leading off with those projectiles. Terry is still finding his way in, something that he seems to be doing quite well more recently that I've seen. That down smash is not going to kill. That would need to be an up smash for him to actually land that. Unfortunately, it was just a little bit too low. Wasn't able to catch the Snake on his recovery. So Snake is going to be living at 150%, and Terry is going to be sitting at 66%. That up smash is going to be enough to kill though. So that is going to be a stock down on the side of Malone University.
Good grab by Terry.
Yep, a silly little, I'm pretty sure I saw a Nair forward B combo there. It does look like Snake put down the C-Power onto Terry, but was not able to get the damage off because Terry shielded in time. Yep, C4B. Oh, and Terry is going to hit that beautiful forward air, and that is going to send him spiking. It does have a spike hitbox, and as you can see, he definitely landed it. It sent Snake right down into the bottom blast zone. So, quite a beautiful move from our Terry. We do see that Terry missed that forward tilt. Personally, I would have gone for a down tilt, but, you know, hindsight's 20/20. And I'm sure Ethan is a much better Terry player than I am. But Terry is going to be missing that up B, but it's not going to get punished by the Snake, thankfully. That is one of the problems with trying to go for something risky like that. You put yourself in a really bad spot, and luckily this time he wasn't punished for it. But hopefully Snake doesn't get a read on something like that, and and get a kill off of it. Terry is on 3 stocks, 144%. Snake is edge guarding him quite effectively. Terry just needs to make it back on the stage and get a kill on the Snake. You see him grab the ledge, but unfortunately, that smash attack from Snake is going to be enough to get the kill. I'm pretty sure that was a down smash.
That was great edge guarding.
So, lost 1 stock, unfortunately, but it is looking pretty good for MTU. We do see him getting quite a bit of knockback onto the Snake there. Snake sitting at 151%, but it is not going to be enough just yet. Luckily, Ethan is still at 3%, and that dash attack is going to be enough to finish off the Snake, putting MTU up 2 stocks.
Yeah, Ethan played that wonderfully. He showed that he was able to adapt to the Snake correctly, even before like the last match. Even though he beat Snake before, he showed he can still do it and hold his ground.
Yeah, and MTU does have a stronger lead this time than they did in that first set, which I think is it's definitely looking good for MTU to start off. We had a 1 stock lead in that first set, and now we are leading off with a 2-set lead. Of course, they are going to have their counter pick. They did not throw out Snake first last time. They threw out Link. So both teams apparently threw out the second pick from the first set into this set. So now it's a question of, do we see the Link or do we see the Piranha Plant?
Oh, that's a good question because Terry has a very aggressive playstyle right now. So
yep, we do know that they threw out Piranha Plant into the Terry last time. We do see that we are going to small battlefield, and yeah, unsure who we are. We are locking in the plant, so that's pretty much expected. Piranha Plant was the answer to Terry Bogard last time, so you know, them throwing out again makes sense. We'll likely see the Link third, then followed by the Luigi.
Yeah, their anchor, like we need the stocks to hold him down.
Yep,
it's crucial for that.
So we do see the small battlefield pick coming out here, chosen by, that would be following 3 bands from MTU, and then Malone gets to choose their stage. Small battlefield again being one of these even stages. Yes, but we will be having the Piranha Plant. So, let's see. Piranha Plant, again, does have those extended hitboxes that Terry can definitely try and abuse and get some big damage in. Because, like, Piranha Plant's down B is, like, he charges up, and then he, like, sends himself out at an angle depending on how long he waits.
Yeah.
And his head, like, shoots out and snaps. But, I mean, if he misses, and Terry's able to get a punish off, like, hit a power geyser by just, like, spacing it really well, I could definitely see something like that happening.
Yeah, do you think we'll see from the Piranha Plant like aggression like Terry did in the first match, or?
You know, I feel like Piranha Plant is definitely, because like we saw the Piranha Plant's game plan last time, where definitely like throwing him off the stage, trying to set up on that edge guard, get those poison clouds, get the Patui, get those up smashes. He had a really great moment in that first set where Terry was trying to get back on stage, and like he threw the poison cloud out in front of him, and then was able to like up smash the Terry's jump, and that was a pretty great edge guard from the Piranha Plant there. But we will see that we are getting into this. Terry, of course, 1 stock down against this Piranha Plant. Piranha Plant getting already a little bit of damage in, but Terry is going to quickly neutralize that with a down throw into a nair, into a forward B. That is going to be that jab jab power dunk. Beautiful little damage from coming out from the Terry there. We do see Piranha Plant's already at 81%. Terry, that is going to be a jab lock. So basically, if you send a character into tumble where they like fall down on the ground like that, you can extend the time that they are down on the ground by jabbing them. You can generally do it twice, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you can only do it twice, or else, you know, if you could infinitely jab lock someone, then you probably run into some problems in terms of balancing, I gotta say. Of course, Piranha Plant is going to, you know, doing those jab locks. I mean, Terry doesn't really need to. He can just kind of kill you if you get to that stage.
Like right now.
For characters like Piranha Plant, we do the jab locks. So we do see Terry's at 110%. Meaning that he does have go. There we are. We do see the Buster Wolf. That is one of those moves where he does need to directly input it. Or yeah, he needs to do like specific movements on the C stick to actually get it to go off. but it did do quite a bit of damage. I'm pretty sure it does around 40% and does quite a bit of knockback. Wasn't enough to kill Piranha Plant. He was at like 20 or 30%. That Power Geyser, also another go move, is going to be what finishes off the Piranha Plant though. Terry's still sitting at 124% on 2 stocks. So absolutely beautiful from MTU here.
Yeah, he's been able to play.
Oh my god, I got the shield break on Piranha Plant.
Wow.
And that is going to be
Terry.
a kill. Terry still at MTU, still at 11 stocks. Terry still at 2 stocks versus the 6 stocks of Malone.
Yeah, that was a perfect adaptation by Terry because he got beaten by the Piranha Plant last set.
Yeah, and he was definitely ready for it this time. We definitely saw some great Terry gameplay this time. Now, it kind of seems to me that MTU is really locking in, it seems. Like they were definitely struggling a bit against this team, especially against that Luigi in the first set.
Yeah.
But now it's like we are still at 11 stocks and they're down to 6.
Yes.
So, I mean, Ethan has just gone on a tremendous 6 stock run against the first 2 players of this team, only going down 1 stock. So we will see that they are sending in the link. This is pretty much expected. That is going to be the third of their, I don't want to say not as good players because that sounds really bad. I mean, Luigi is by far the strongest player on their team. I mean, I'm pretty sure anyone could see that. But we will see the link coming out on the side of Malone. And as for MTU, all the player are perfect aces, I got to say. They're all great. Definitely not biased at all. Yeah. Luke Frog agrees that they're all perfect aces.
Yep.
So you heard it here first, folks. Everyone on MTU Esports is great. And I mean, you can definitely see that, Ethan, big bumbling bozo, is one of our best because, wow, what a guy.
So compared to Piranha Plant, Link doesn't have as much edge guarding things to use because like a Piranha Plant had the Poison Cloud and the Patui, right? So
yep. So Link's main edge guarding tool is definitely going to be his bomb, but of course Link does have all of those projectiles. Where like he has his side B, his boomerang that he can throw out. He has his arrows that he can shoot out. He has his bomb that he can throw out. And he just has all these projectiles that like Terry might have a tough time getting in. Thankfully, he doesn't have anything that can punish Terry's crack shoot too badly, as far as I'm aware. Because that is going to be Ethan's main tool for working his way in. We will see that the Kalos Pokemon Stadium map is going to be picked for this game. Did our Terry... I'm pretty sure... Did Terry choose Kalos? Yes. Terry chose Kalos against the... No, it was Rob. Rob chose Kalos. Okay. I haven't... No? Oh, well. Well, whatever. The other team chose Kalos. Apologies. I'm fairly... Yeah, okay. So, the other team did choose Kalos, but... Well, yes, this time the other team chose Kalos for this map. I'm fairly certain one of our players chose it last set.
Yeah, last set was one of ours.
Is what I meant there. So... Apologies on that miscommunication. But it is going to be Kalos. So Kalos, again, does have those 2 platforms on the very edge of the maps. The only real information I'm aware of this map is I know that there was a Meta Knight main at my high school, and he could just go from platform to platform and just down air all the way across the stage. Like, it wasn't actually that good. It was just kind of funny and annoying. Where, yeah, that's some pretty funny tech. So, fun fact, Meta Knight does like Kalos Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how their Link is able to play against a Terry, because we only saw him go against our Joker, who was the opening last set, and was able to get all 3 stocks while going down all the way to 1. So, I'm interested to see how he plays against Terry here.
Yeah, it'll definitely be interesting because Terry does not have those platforms that he's going to be able to use to work his way around Link's projectiles, which is probably why they went for Kalos Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
But we will see Terry give up his 1 stock that he's lost so far. putting MTU at 11 stocks, as you can see at the top. Link is immediately going to be throwing out those projectiles. Who would have guessed? Just classic projectile spammy character. I definitely would never play Link. It is not one of the characters I play. And not because of his projectiles, just because I like Breath of the Wild. But Terry is going to land that grab, not going to land the Nair afterwards, so he's not going to be able to combo that into his forward beat. That is going to be an up smash from Link landing onto Terry. Terry sitting at 83% against this Link, only at 29%. Link did Nair out of shield, I believe, there, and was able to get a nasty little couple of hits on Terry there. Terry is able to dodge the bomb, crack shoot his way in. That is going to be one of his main engagement tools. Terry, of course, not Terry. Link is able to hit that forward air, send Terry flying, and then hit another forward air. Maybe saved by the staling of the move, but when you use it more, it becomes less powerful. Who's to know? Terry going for kind of a crazy little upbeat there. I definitely wasn't expecting that, but we're back in neutral here. You know, we do see that, a little bit of a bomb come out on Terry, but not only doing anything thanks to his shield, we do see that back throw coming out from Terry. Link is going to get caught by the power geyser on ledge. I did not realize that the hitbox would extend that long. Link is going to quickly even it back up, bringing Terry down to 1 stock. Link sitting at 2 stocks, but wow. Ethan currently on a 7 stock run. Will he be able to extend it to 8? I guess we'll have to find out. We do see that he is now at 59%, but once Terry hits 100%, his kill potential shoots up quite a bit when he's able to get access to Buster Wolf and Power Geyser. So I guess we'll have to see what he does with that. We just see that grab coming out. That Nair is going to miss again. Link being very careful, not getting caught in those Nairs after the grab, so he definitely seems like he's ready for it. Terry is not letting Link get back on stage. That get-up attack is going to be enough, however. So Link definitely wants to set up his projectiles, start throwing them around, not let Terry get in. Terry is, of course, going to crack shoot right over the bomb, right over the boomerang, right over the air. Doesn't care. That Power Geyser is not going to do it. I wouldn't be surprised to see that Buster Wolf coming out right there. That is going to be 8 stocks taken by Ethan. Wow. Ethan is absolutely incredible. MTU sitting at 10 stocks compared to Malone's 4. That Link is going to get that up tilt. Will that... Oh, he's not going to detonate the bomb, though. I think that may have been able to kill Terry, but there may have been something that I missed there. Ooh, that Buster Wolf is going to get the sour spot. It's not going to kill. That forward throw is going to come out. Terry trying to guard the ledge here, trying to keep... And that forward smash is going to be enough to send
with 9 stocks
the
down.
Flying. That is a 9-stock run. I mean, wow.
That is simply... He outplayed the team, the enemy team in every way. Like, he wasn't able to even get a single stock down. Wait, actually,
Terry did lose one stock this game.
So he has 1 stock against Luigi is most likely going to be used. So,
but the important thing is, as I was saying earlier, MTU really needs to just get through these first players as quickly as possible. And we have 4 players, one with 1 stock, granted, against their Luigi. The Luigi is for sure coming out next. I'd be shocked if they mixed it up.
He played it wonderfully when he had such little chance, because it was 7 stocks against 3. So I'm actually really excited to see how he plays this.
Terry's on his final stock. It's not looking like he has done his part, but I'm just saying it would be huge for the program if he could take a stock off Luigi as well.
If he takes a stock, that's just showing that he has entered flow state, truly.
So it'd be big for the program if Terry takes a stock here, but also, like, we wouldn't be too upset up here in the casting booth if he didn't. I mean, we have 3 MTU players after him. We have 3 Luigi stocks. He'd definitely take a lot of the stress off of his team needing to get 1 stock each. I mean, I know it's a difficult position to be in, but maybe they'll work their way through it somehow. We do see that small battlefield pick coming out, unsurprisingly. Fairly neutral stage, similar to Pokemon Stadium too. So I'm fairly certain that would be the Luigi picking the small battlefield after some bans from MTU. And we are going to be getting into it pretty soon here. We do see the Terry and the Luigi. Terry, of course, is going to need to SD or self-destruct twice in order to get himself down to his one remaining stock, and then they will taunt to signify that they're ready. And as Luigi is choosing to start underneath the platform again, I'm not too particular on the rules. I guess it's allowed since it got through last set. We do see him already leading off with those projectiles. Terry trying to find his way in. We'll probably be seeing a crack shoot here when he goes to close distance. Or, nope, that is going to be a grab coming down from the Luigi. Is he going to be able to land the 0 to death? Not landing a 0 to death, but that is that is going to kill.
Killer.
That Terry, unfortunately, not able to recover.
Even though we didn't, we still saw a 9-stock battle again from Ethan there. So that was lovely play by him.
So I mean, like let's not go like, oh, Ethan, wow, you got 0 to death by Luigi. Like, okay, but let's consider that he took 9 stocks before that.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, so bro has been gaming out of his mind.
Gotta look at the positives here.
Yeah, so I mean,
9 stocks left against him.
Rest well deserved, honestly.
Yeah.
Get him a Jigglypuff if you can. I mean, so that's where we're currently sitting is 9-3. Luigi, of course, having the 3 stocks. MTU having the 9. And it does look like we are going to be throwing out Insomniac on the Joker into this Luigi to start. Now, I have not actually seen much of the Joker versus Luigi matchup. I assume it's much like what I've been saying, where you just don't get 0 to death. Just don't get 0 to death, and there you go.
Yeah. So we
we
only saw a little bit of the Joker in the first set. We saw him beat Link and then get.
Yep, he did beat Link with 1 stock remaining and then lost into the Snake. I believe he took 1 or 2 stocks on the Snake. I don't remember specifically. I know he took something against the Snake. I definitely remember that because we definitely weren't in like a 9 versus 9 situation. It's that one. So he definitely took something against the Snake as well. So he went on like a 4 stock run or so, 4 or 5 stocks. So he's definitely got something. But I guess we're going to see if our Joker has what it takes to take down this Luigi, or at least, at the very least, set his team up well for what they need to do against this Luigi. So there are going to be no SDs coming in here because both are still at 3 stocks. Or they are just going to be button testing. Wrong stage, right? That is Town and City, I believe. And those are some wonderful looking buildings in the background. And I mean, hey, if you're looking to live close to campus and you're a tech student, we have places for that. Find the perfect location, live where you want to live, HoughtonForRent.com.
Yeah, I mean, I need to start looking for somewhere to go soon.
I mean, hey, maybe HoughtonForRent.com.
Exactly.
So we should see them lock into the correct stage here pretty quickly. It should be Smashville, so I may have... we may have been on Town and then or maybe we were on Smashville. Unclear. You know what? We'll find out in a moment.
Oh, I think it was wrong. We were on the wrong side.
May have been the wrong side. It could have been the wrong side. We may be onto something. But we do see Luigi already getting a brutal 40%, 46% onto our Joker. But that is building up the meter of Joker for him to get Arsene. So we do see the Arsene coming out here. He doesn't need to make it back on the stage to actually make use of it. Luigi doing a great job of edge guarding Joker here, just not giving him any options to get in. But of course, Joker is going to work his way back into stage. That's going to be a jab onto Luigi's shield. But Luigi is not going to get a punish off on it. Joker sending out some side Bs, almost out of Arsene. He does lose Arsene here, so now in a much weaker state than he had been 5 seconds ago. And that is going to be a death from Joker, getting chased all the way into the blast zone, not able to recover. So absolutely brutal. Luigi only at 21%, while our Joker is at 33% on his second stock. But just remember, MTU still having 2 other players to work with here. Joker just, like, at the bare minimum needs to take 1 stock off of Luigi, and it'll be huge for the program.
So 6-3 has already happened before, and it was a bit risky there. We do see Joker get his stocks down again, so it's 1-3 now.
Yep, so that is going to leave Joker on his last stock, and that is going to be a grab coming from Luigi. We could see a 0 death here, but luckily we don't see it come out. And that up smash is not going to hit, getting caught by Luigi's down B. Unfortunate. That back air is going to come out. He's not able to land the back air to kill. Luigi had 104%, so Joker has quite a few kill options in Arsene here, but will he be able to make use of any of them? I guess we'll have to see. There goes Arsene. Is Joker going to be able to get it back up again or get Luigi a bit higher to where some of his other options can kill? I guess we'll have to see. Yeah, we do see Luigi landing that back air onto Joker. Joker landing forward air. Now trying to keep him off the stage, but that back throw is going to be enough to end Joker. So that is Luigi starting on his 4-stock run.
So we have 6 stocks left against Luigi's 3. We really need to see us step up the pace here because I didn't like how we played against Luigi so far. He's been able to edge guard pretty well. So we need to try and make sure.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see who we throw out next. We do have 2 players left. Well, not 2 players left. We have two-player slots left, I suppose. We could throw out Caleb, Clavule. He's on the Rob. Of course, we have Joey on the Kazuya, like we saw before.
We did see him be the one to end Luigi, right? He was the one that finished the stock?
Yes, I believe he did finish the stock. So I definitely could see us throwing in Joey last again on the Kazuya.
Yeah.
Try and weaken the Luigi up a little bit before throwing in Kazuya to try and finish it off. So it does look like we're going to be throwing in Caleb on the Rob. Caleb being our captain, Clavule. So hopefully he's able to wall Luigi out with his projectiles.
Yeah.
Rob, of course, does have gyro. He does have his laser.
Yeah, this does look like a good matchup for Clavule
Yep,
right here.
unfortunately, as mentioned before, Luigi does have his down B, which can kind of I-frame his way through some of Rob's options and combos. I mean, they're not like true combos. They're kind of like fake combos. But regardless, it is going to be pretty rough for Caleb. I guess the team is figuring down there that it'd be even more rough if they were to throw in like Kirby into the Luigi. I figured that he's a little bit too floaty and that he wouldn't really worry about getting caught as much in the Luigi combos, but also he's lighter, so maybe he dies quicker. I mean, I'm sure they understand the nuances of the matchup a lot better than I do, which is why they are throwing in Caleb here. So we do see that, you know, both of them sitting at fairly high percentage. This is already a very good start to the set where Rob is able to try and get a kill or two on the Luigi here. Rob's sitting at 109%, so well out of 0 to death range, because, I mean, you can't get 0 to death if you're already at 130%, but Luigi definitely does have some options that could kill the Rob here that he definitely needs to watch out for. Luigi has kind of taken dominance in the center stage, and that is going to be a down B, nearly killing Rob, but after some wonderful DI, it seems, Clavule is able to survive that. Unfortunately, he is not going to be able to make his way out of that second one, leaving Caleb at 2 stocks left to Luigi's 3. Of course, Luigi is sitting at 109%, and Rob does have some pretty strong kill options. And he does have him in edge guard situation. That back air is not going to land, and Luigi is going to start up the 0 to death process. I haven't really seen a true 0 to death from this Luigi yet. He does seem to be just kind of ending off with like some back airs, get them to like 80% or so. Maybe he's messing it up. Maybe he just can't do it. But
the first one I think was against the Terry, where you.
But Terry also kind of SB'd in that situation, so I wouldn't really count it. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on with the Luigi there, but maybe MTU can find a way to play around that. Luigi sitting at 200%. There we are. The forward air from Rob is able to finally take him out. And not like the strongest kill option, but like at 200%, a lot of things are, you know, pretty good at killing, honestly.
If he manages to get another stock here, they're looking at a good spot here.
Yeah, Caleb would definitely be setting Joey up, assuming it is Joey, which we are.
Yeah.
Definitely be setting up our Kazuya for a pretty good way to end out this Luigi. That is going to be Rob losing their second stock. So now Luigi is at 67%, hitting a nice little, he looks like some down tilts into, and that is going to be a spike with his down air. Absolutely incredible work from Caleb. We're now in a situation where MTU could actually just take this now. We don't even need the last player, maybe. It'd be fantastic. I'd love to see it. It'd be huge for the program, but I guess we'll have to see. There's going to be a nair coming out from Rob, but he is going to get caught by the Luigi's down B. Luigi holding him at stage with those projectiles, is able to land the grab, is able to land the down throw. That back air is going to miss, and Rob is going to respond with a devastating up smash, and then a series of up tilts, and then an up air, and now he's just comboing him off the stage.
Dang.
And that is
Wow.
going to be Luigi going down to Caleb Clavule.
The captain finishes it off. Wow. That was
Wow.
lovely play by him.
That is going to be the end of the set today, and what a wonderful end to it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I may not have had faith. I may have thought, you know, one stock, yes, two stocks, maybe, three stocks, not likely. But Caleb just completely proving me wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely running through.
Who else was the captain to finish it off?
Yep. So we are going to get into a brief intermission here in a moment for a player interview. But I mean, wow.
Yeah, it's an
Caleb.
intense game, but it was so fun to watch, especially here.
Bit unfortunate we didn't get to see Joey, but we will be hopping into that intermission in just a moment. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. So up here we have, if you'd like to introduce yourself,
Yeah, absolutely. I'm Caleb DeVilvis. Happy to live.
and he is also the player who is playing Rob. Now, I gotta say, I was a doubter up here. I didn't think you were gonna be able to take all three of the Luigi's stocks in that very last game we saw. So, like, what were your thoughts going into the Luigi right at the end? Did you think you were gonna take all three stocks?
Um, I felt pretty good about it. Game one, it was kind of rough. I went in hesitant and I picked one of the platforms instead. It kind of changes how I was thinking about the matchup. Where on game one, I was trying to kind of keep a lot of distance horizontally, which isn't. I moved to on Smashville, the
As a single
yeah
platform.
single platform, and like that way I can kind of position my to keep him up in the air.
Yeah, I definitely noticed that, like, for quite a bit of the game, Luigi seemed to have like a very dominant position in that center of the stage. But it seemed like as soon as you were able to work your way in, you just kind of went through him, and that was very interesting to watch. So, yeah, is there anyone you want to thank?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to a big one for Ethan for love that guy.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy to watch. But yeah, so upcoming tomorrow, Saturday, you all are versing Mankato
Correct.
in the Mankato League. So I guess we'll see how it goes for you. How are you feeling about that match?
Feeling pretty confident. I believe it's their JV team, so we.
Well, I wish you the best of luck with that. I'll probably be in this room, although not at the caster bench. But on Monday, if you're a League of Legends fan, we got League of Legends versus Marquette University. On Tuesday, we got Rocket League versus the Rochester Institute of Technology. On Wednesday, we have Overwatch versus the University of Cincinnati. And on Thursday, we have Valorant versus the University of Toledo, Mississauga. Apologies if I said that incorrectly. But again, thank you again to all of our partners for supporting MTU Esports. I'm Ben,
I'm Caleb.
and that's going to be all from us. Have a great night. Go Huskies.